What is up, traders? Welcome back to the daily recap. Today was a little bit of a better day. Unfortunately, I did fail the this eval, and honestly, I failed it by a user error, and I'll explain that in a minute. So, but I'm up 364 on this other one. So in total, we're up $1,200, a little over $1,200. So let's go over the chart and the trades. So my first trade was on the failed account, right here, and I was trading only one contract because I was too close to the trailing drawdown. So I was trading one contract, and I actually came in market early. My first trade was around 7:30, and I saw this multiple test, a lot of support, and it's a second entry as well. A good signal bar, and I decided to take a stab long. And I was actually, I think what happened was, I think I entered and I kind of walked away from my computer, and I had my target profit at the EMA. And of course, if I just held a little bit longer, it would have worked out. But then I only got a 1.5 point. So it doesn't really matter because it's only one contract. But either way, so it kind of goes sideways a little bit. And so this trade right here is, again, it's on the failed account, failed eval, and for some reason I switched, instead of one contract I switched to 9 for some reason, and I entered with 10 contracts, and of course trailing drawdown was only like, I think at the time was maybe $300 maybe, and as soon as it ticked higher I got stopped out. So definitely definitely my fault, and honestly speaking, I probably shouldn't be even entering this trade. It could have worked, but basically I was looking kind of like sort of a lower high-ish, but I think I had my range a little bit tighter at the moment. So anywho, yeah, so failed that eval. Oh well, it is what it is. I'm not happy about it, but life goes on, you know. So then I switched to the other one, and I did 9 contracts, and this is my first trade of the other eval, and this was basically a second entry short. Now you can clearly see there's some resistance up here. When you're in the range, the EMA doesn't really matter. So I got a nice entry, and I got a scalp, and then I didn't get a runner. I only got like a couple ticks off of the runner. So again, kind of, it's probably a C+ setup in my opinion, because it's just so too choppy. So let me change that. Yeah, it's definitely a C+. But yeah, it's just choppy, sideways action, kind of dangerous. So I had to wait it out. We had some news, and I saw this lower high, and the signal bar is not good. It's very well. It closed basically in a half, so I can't take that. Otherwise, if it was more bearish, I would definitely would have taken it. And then price works down. You have a break. Now this one right here, I was debating taking it, and this is a perfect example of engulfing. It's not a second entry short because it didn't tick higher, but visually, new low, first entry, pull back, second entry. Visually, it's kind of a second entry, and if I were to trade, I would probably would have entered right here, or maybe even the body. Probably most like the body because the risk is smaller, and again, break, expecting new low, and definitely would have traded on engulfing for sure. And yeah, could have got a nice little scalp out of that, and then maybe even a runner. And then price basically makes a new low, kind of starts chopping sideways. Didn't see entries here. There's a lower high here, but you can't take that, it's too far away from recent highs. And then there's a second entry short here. So I was kind of debating on, you know, whether I want to take this or not, because to me this is kind of congested, right? Stack bars, wicks, and I don't like this, to be honest with you. But it is a second entry short. It is small risk, below the EMA. So if you were brave, again, it's only one and a quarter. So maybe I could have got it. Should have reduced my contracts to 1, and then just maybe traded 1 contract. Again, hindsight, it would have been a winner. Basically, price works down again, and I did have this trend channels. Now you could also have a channel like this. I think both the channels are correct, but I like this better just because you have a break and new high. There's a lower high here, but it's after the second entry short. To me, it's kind of too far from the EMA. I like to be a little bit closer, but it's such a strong downtrend, you maybe could have got a scalp. And then this trade too, again, it was only one contract, and it was an impulse trade. I saw the break in new low. I saw this, and you know, you get two sides of, you know, you got two voices, right? You got one, just take the trade, and you got the other one like, hey, like don't trade because, you know, XYZ, you have a break new low, the signal bar is bad. And then you have another voice telling you, hey, just, you know, take a trade, see what happens. It's a very bearish day, you might get lucky. Well, you take a trade and that's exactly what happens. So listen to the devil in your ear, and you get burned. So yeah, not a good trade at all whatsoever. But anyways, and then basically price works back up, and 2 legs down, and then another leg up. And I was actually hoping the price might come down to this trend channel, upper channel, but it didn't. And I did take this lower high. And the unfortunate part is this was, again, I didn't switch my ATM to 9. I just had it at 1. And I was really hoping to go full out on this because I do like these lower highs. I do like these setups a lot. Again, you have cleared 2 legs up. Oops. Again, 2 legs up. Super clear, maybe in almost a measured move, so a little bit more than a measured move. Again, we didn't downtrend expecting the price to trade lower, and again, it's new low, first entry short, pullback, second entry short, and a lower high after second entry short. So I really like those setups. Again, the risk was very minimal, 1.5 points, and unfortunately, there was only 1 contract, so I was really hoping it would be in my full lot, and then once I entered, I was like, oh crap. But can't complain. I like the setup, so it is what it is. And I think I'm gonna call it a day, to be honest with you. 360 on a day is not bad. It's unfortunate that this loss was around, again, point in the quarter or point at 3/4. I can't remember. Just check. Yeah, 1.75. So the loss was, I think, about 150 or something like that, a little bit more than 150. So originally I was up 400, over 400, but that loss got me. So it is what it is. So I think I'm just gonna call it. I don't want to push my luck. Right now the price kind of just chopping sideways, really. So there's a short entry, second entry short showing, but you have a break new low in place, but also you might have a channel, something like this, in play. So you also get a break and new low expected, but the EMA is kind of flat. So this is congestion here. So yeah, I'm gonna call it a day. Be back at it tomorrow. Hopefully you guys were in the green, and thanks for watching, and see you guys on the next one. Peace.